All right, folks, we're back with you, and we've sorted out the gremlins in our connection. So Blaze is back. Still have on him shirt. God be praised. We're talking through reggae music and its evolution in Africa. And Blaze, you were telling us about your experience and your love affair with reggae music. I was asking you to go even further back to talk about how it started and kind of got its genesis and planted its seed in Africa. That would have been with Bob in the 70s, no? When he performed in Zimbabwe.
Yes, I think he performed in Zimbabwe on Independence Day. Then a few months later, Jimmy Cliff performed in Soweto. Then 3 years later, Peter Tosh in Swaziland. So those three artists were quite influential in how reggae grew here. But it also had started off on the radio because reggae, like everyone knows, reggae is music that helps to influence change, and it's for freedom fighters. It was at a time in Africa when there were too many coups. Yes, very many countries had got their independence, but so many people were still not happy with how the governments that had been left by what we call the colonizers. So they used the music to push the message. And like you said, Bob in 80, Jimmy Cliff in 80 as well, then Peter Tosh, then came some African artists who embraced reggae.
Can we flash forward now? Tell us some of the names that, Jinx, that are big there now, because I know I have friends who travel there. I mean, I'm talking about people like Alain and Chris Martin, and I mean, the names that run the gamut there now, eh?
Chronix is one of them.
Chronix.
Chronix came to Uganda 2016 and 2019, and to this day people still talk about those shows. Richie Spice is huge in Kenya and in so many other parts. You've got Coffee, who not too sure she's a reggae artist, but because she's Jamaican, so many people just think because anyone is a Jamaican artist. Some people will basically say that is a reggae artist, but Coffee is also one of the big artists here. Mortimer as well, Ibamar, Turbulence was here recently. Wow. Yes, Mortimer is doing well in certain parts. Alain, like you mentioned, Chris Martin was here in 2019 as well. Taurus Riley.
Yes, you guys are in sync.
Yeah, Taurus is one of our favorites. I was going to ask the same question that Simone asked in a kind of different way, because we were talking about reggae music and stuff. What about dancehall music? Because even the artists who we call are more culture than dancehall. Is dancehall accepted there?
I think, especially in Uganda, dancehall is bigger than reggae. In Kenya, it could be, but dancehall is huger here. Why? I'm not a big dancehall fan. I hate dancehall. But I can.
Why?
I hate it for the slackness, the slackness, and all the fact that it objectifies the empresses and stuff.
But Blaze, not all of it does that. There's some people who are going to take umbrage to your statement. Right? Okay.
Some positive dancehall out there, but yeah, dancehall is huge. Talk about artists like Conscience. In fact, if Conscience today just announced that he was going to have a concert in Uganda in a month's time, even though people don't have the money yet, the economy is, people are still struggling, they will find money for a Conscience concert. So yeah, dancehall is huge.
Okay. What about some of your own artists now who are big in the game?
That have been in the game. Well, I think dancehall has been influential, or Jamaican music has been influential in Ugandan or in the Ugandan music industry. So you have artists like Chameleon, who's a legend. You have Bobby Wine, who stood for presidency not too long ago. You've got Bebe Cool, who are the three big in Uganda. But you've got so many of the others who have come up, who have embraced the dancehall and embraced its sound, and also have made sure that they link the Ugandan sound and the Jamaican sound to create absolutely good music.
Having said that, you're a radio DJ. What kind of format do you use in your show? Do you play Afro beats only? Do you play reggae only? Do you mix it up? What do you do?
I only used to play the show. I've taken a break from radio for a bit until, well, I feel that I should come back. But my format has always been reggae only. So I don't want to mix the dancehall with reggae. But what really helped me to do the reggae is because, so we're talking only reggae, but pure reggae. So we're going to play dub, we're going to play dub poetry, we're going to play the classics. Pinko Brothers will play here. We're going to get some Studio One sounds. And my format was to teach people the music, and then they can go on to look for it much later.
You ever been to Jamaica? You ever been to Jamaica?
No, never, but on my bucket list.
Blaze, I want to ask you one more question from me. We talk about the evolution of reggae. Let's look at the evolution of music and the fact that Afro beats now, right, has taken reggae off the Billboard charts, right? Replaced the Billboard reggae charts with Afro beats. Don't laugh, it's not funny. Like, we're hurting about that, you know? But it's a fusion that is so incredible. Like Jamaicans here, we're big on Burna, we're big on Davido, we're big on all these African artists who are fusing their sound with our music. I mean, it's our music anyway, because it's in our culture, it's in our bones, it's in our DNA. But I'm interested to find out how you feel about the evolution of Afrobeats and what that's doing in relation to Jamaican music.
I like what Afrobeat is doing. And you see, Afrobeat has been around for a long time. Just that maybe now is when people are talking about it more. They're doing well at the Grammys, on the international stage. Burna was in Jamaica recently, and I'm sure the numbers that he commanded were maybe even more than some of the Jamaican artists, if so to speak. The thing with Afrobeat is, I think it has always been there. I think there's also an Afrobeat in reggae itself. There's an Afrobeat in dancehall, because it's African music.
Yeah.
It's just the African bit. It's the African way of doing things. And like the two of you, I'm sure while you identify as Jamaican, you can still identify as African as well.
Yep. Thanks, my friend. I can't afford it. Simone can, so we're officially invited you to Jamaica. And as I said, Simone can afford to pay the fare and everything. So,
anyway, man, I don't know about you guys. Want to come to Uganda? Because one thing about Uganda and Jamaica is we're totally the same. The weather, everything is the same. Just different continents.
And here I was thinking you were going to say, we can't afford it, so please invite us both up. No, you're inviting him here on my dime. Okay, no.
Blaze, money.
I don't know.
Thanks. Thank you, sir. Thanks for speaking with us. God bless you and the family. And say hi to the folks who were running behind you there before we came on. So, blessings and love. Radio DJ and a music advocate, Blaze. Still to come, we talk to the Prime Minister's Youth Awardee in music for 2022, Makiri White. Sim will have that one.
No good.